Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Arakim School FB Area Campus online classes for the new session. This is the video for class 7 science. We were learning about unit 9 in our previous videos, that is electric current and circuits. Let's have a quick recap that what we have learned previously. We have learned about the conductor. What is a conductor? Electricity is the flow of electric charges. These electric charges are known as electrons. Electrons can only flow through some particular material that is known as conductor, which can absorb electricity. Second one is insulator. Insulator means a few materials do not allow electric charges to pass through them. These materials are called insulators. We have learned about the electric circuit as well. What is electric circuit? The path makes an electric device to work and function accordingly and can flow the electric charges. That pathway is called electric circuit. We have also learned about Benjamin Franklin, a scientist who proved that lightning is a form of electricity and he invented the lightning rod. We have learned about the two types of electric circuit, that is series circuit. A closed circuit in which electric current passes in a single path is called series circuit. The next type of circuit is parallel circuit. A parallel circuit is one in which the flow of current divides into two or more paths. In a parallel circuit, every load such as a bulb, fan, etc. is connected separately to the source, that is battery. Now today we are going to learn about voltage. So open page number 110 in your books. Voltage. What is voltage? The current flows in a circuit due to voltage. In order to understand the concept of voltage or potential difference, consider it as simple. So what we have learned about the voltage? Voltage means the tendency or the power of flowing current into wires. It can be measured by voltmeter. A voltmeter is a device used to measure voltage. It is connected parallel to circuit because the voltage remains the same in a parallel circuit. As you can see in the diagram, there is a voltmeter which can calculate the voltage of that material, of that battery or container. The second thing we are going to learn about the electric charges, that is resistance. What is resistance? Resistance is the opposition of the flow of charges in a circuit. In a conductor, free electron collide with one another. Due to this collision, there is a hindrance to the flow of electric current. The hindrance is called resistance. A resistor is used in electric circuits to limit the amount of current that flows in a circuit. So voltage is a power which is circulating through the circuit, and resistance is the amount of that power, amount of that current which flows in a circuit. So what is the relationship between the voltage and resistance? Actually, the current flows in a circuit due to voltage. If there is high voltage, more current will flow in a circuit. But while the current passes through a circuit, it faces some resistance. It means it can be dropped by some conductor, some material which doesn't work like a conductor. The flow of current decreases because of this resistance. Therefore, what we have learned, that the energy of moving electric charges in a circuit is called electrical energy. It is actually useful form of energy, and a resistance can be a part of electric circuit with voltage. Got it, everybody? Now let's learn about effects of electric current in our daily life. What is the effect of electricity or current in our daily life? We cannot see electrical energy flowing in a circuit, but we can feel its effects by we can say that an electric current is flowing. For example, heating. When an electric current flows through a metal, it will make it hot. For example, electrical heaters or iron. The heat comes through the current by the wire which we have connected in a socket, and it heats up the iron. The second effect can be chemical. Some liquids are good conductors of electricity. Most liquids that conduct electricity are solution of acid, base and salt. The passage of electric current through a conducting liquid causes chemical reaction. The resulting effects are called chemical effects of electric current. Next effect can be magnetic effect. What are magnetic effects? Can you see this nail connected with a battery? When a compass is brought near a current carrying a conductor, the needle of the compass moves. This shows the electric current produces a magnetic field. Magnetic effect of electric current can be observed in motor, generators and transformers. If you remember in class 5 we have done one experiment making a magnet by ourselves, and that is with the help of nail. How we can make a magnet with the help of nail? By transferring all the energy, all the electric current from the battery to the nail. As we are learning about the electricity and electric current, let's learn some safety precautions, because electricity is a vital component of our lives, and without electricity we cannot even turn on our light bulb. But electricity can pass through any conductor available. Is a good conductor of electricity, but it can be harmful on the other side. It can cause electric shocks, burns and even death. So how to avoid that? Follow the safety rules. Do not dry your hands before touching any electrical appliances. Do not touch electric wires if they are not well insulated. Never use an electrical appliances when standing in water. Do not overpower sockets. Wear slippers before operating any electrical appliances. Never run a wire under the carpet. There are more in your book, so learn all those safety rules and follow them. Okay? Here comes your homework. Read Unit 9 thoroughly and do question 3 and 4 of MCQs on page number 116 and 117 on your books. If you have any question, any queries regarding this chapter, you can send the message on school number. I will explain you again. Okay? See you next time with great health. Allah Hafiz.